Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Rhonda. If you see some glowing circles on my glasses, don't pay attention. It's just the ring light in front of me. Anyways, it's one of those days I wasn't planning on doing a video. I've been feeling a little bit out of sorts. I don't know if it's like delayed reaction to my 4th booster shot or allergies or who knows. But anyways, I had to show you something, and then me doing a video is like going into a Costco store where you say you're going to only pick up a couple things, and then all of a sudden you come out with a huge several $100 order. So I'm not going to go for a several hundred minutes, but I start thinking, that's too little of a topic to do a video, so I have to add something else. And then I think, ooh, this is interesting, that's interesting. So I wanted to give you a little bit of feedback on some yarn I've been working with. And I had some interesting books to show you. And don't run away when you hear about the books, because it's interesting. I want you to let me know if you think so, if you agree with me. So first, I just wanted to talk about the yarn. And what I've been working with is the Caron cotton funnel cakes. This one is in coral. This one, what I have left, it used to look like this. What I have left is the center of the colorway Peaches. So this is what prompted me to do a video, because we're all looking for the center pull. Everybody who crochets, I think, would prefer a center pull in their yarn coming from here. And we think that's the best thing. But what happens when you have a center pull? It slowly hollows out, and then the outside collapses in. And then if you, for some reason, need to move it, it collapses in on itself. Have you ever had that happen, or is it just me? Anyways, with this one, I actually took it from the outside, and when it's sitting lower than you just pull it up. And it pulls so nice from the outside. It worked out really, really well. I just had mine sitting literally on the floor because it's lower than me. And I was pulling it. The ease of use to go from the outside was incredible. And no hollow section. Look at what I ended up with. I can still see the gorgeous colorway. Look at that. So now it's a little bit harder to stand up, it tumbles over, but still the ease of unwinding it and it not collapsing in on itself is just beautiful. So I'm telling you that the next time you use a cake, consider that, because I don't think it's just me that it's happened to, that you go from the inside, it hollows out, and then it starts to collapse in on itself. So a new way to use a cake. Let me know what you think of that. So what I've been doing with it, I'm making a top. I'm not going to tell you much about it. I can show you what it looks like. I've shown a little bit, but I'm getting bigger with it. So I'm not going to explain what I'm doing with it yet. But actually, I am feeling more positive about it now than I was. So I'm going to keep working on it. When it's done, fingers crossed, I'm hoping that it looks good on, that it turns out nice, because I've got some pretty cool ideas for it. So anyways, that's that. Next, I have got some vintage books or leaflets to show you. I have 2 themes on these books. One of them is using embellishments in your crochet projects. I'm going to show you a couple of books that have examples of using embellishments, just like the way I like to do. If you've been watching my videos, you'll know. If you haven't been watching my videos, go back and look at them, because you can find different ways that I use different craft items to embellish my projects, whether it's ribbons, lace, buttons. Go back and check it out, and then this will make more sense. And the other one is, because these books are vintage, I am going to show you a couple of books, and we're going to decide, is it timeless or is it not timeless? Does it work today or does it not work today? So I am going to take my camera, put it overhead so you can see the books, and I hope you enjoy it. Stick around. Just take a look. skim through. I hope you watch my video from beginning to end, but I understand that you may not have time. So I will leave links to crucial moments below that are clickable, and you can decide what your priorities are for what you want to see as well. But obviously my preference is that you watch from beginning to end and enjoy all of what I have to show you. So let's go. I'm going to show you these books. Okay, so yeah, this isn't a book, but these are rosettes. And I have a couple of books where these will come in handy. So let's take a look at the first book. This booklet is called Roses in the Snow, published by the Needle Craft Shop in 1998, designed by Ellen Anderson. And notice the little rosettes in all of these little projects here. It says, sprinkle ribbon roses on a background of snowy white yarn or thread to create this 8-piece crochet collection. So what we've got is this gorgeous white blanket. You can bring that a little closer and look at all the rosettes that are in that. I haven't counted them up, but that's quite a bit. And look at the gorgeous lacy edging on it. So pretty. And then there's this doily with roses, hat and scarf with roses, and this bathroom set with roses, and another doily with roses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 different projects with roses. So this is one booklet that uses embellishments in the pattern, and that's really, really pretty. I don't know how often you see that today, but it's quite beautiful. The only thing is I don't know how those roses would look after a ton of washings. They might start to look ragged. I'm not sure, but as it stands now, it looks really pretty. I don't know that I'd want them all over my hat. I kind of like rosettes on little baby clothes in certain respects. It's pretty, but you can give me your opinion on that. But that's 1998 using roses. I have another one from the 1990s. Look at this doll's dress and all of these roses in the project. This one was published in 1997, also by the Needle Craft Shop. And you could see the roses and this tulle ribbon, feathers, and isn't that gorgeous? I don't know, do people still make these? But isn't that pretty? So that's the back, that's the front. Uses roses and other craft items. Absolutely gorgeous detail. This is Nanette of New York, designed by Joanne Maxwell. And what it says, it is part of the Crochet Ladies of Fashion collection. Pink and white stripes add schoolgirl charm to this enchanting gown, styled in size 10 cotton for an 11.5-inch fashion doll. So it looks quite detailed. She even has a parasol. I don't know that I would want to venture out to do it, but I'm sure if you are liking something like this, that would be quite the accomplishment to make a dress like that. What I like about these is it even tells you how to take a regular Barbie doll and style the hair. So that's pretty cool. So that's an example of using embellishments in your projects with these two very different patterns. Okay, next. Timeless versus not timeless. So here, this is a very vintage book from the 1960s. It's called No Miss Lovable Hand Knits Infants to 4 Years. This book is both for knitting and crocheting. It says knit and crochet from booties to Afghans, $6. My feeling is that it is a reprint by Leisure Arts, as it has the Leisure Arts stamp on the back right here. Now, I wanted to show you this because there are fashions in here that are showing the sign of the times. It reminds me of when I was a little girl in school in the 60s, a long time ago, and some of them would work for today. And of course, a lot of people love vintage. People are going back to old style names. So I'm thinking there probably are some young parents who would look at these fashions and think that is so cool. They didn't grow up with it and they look at it and it could make a comeback. who knows? But let's open it up and see what's in here. There's a table of contents, and I believe it does show, well, I thought it showed which patterns are crochet and which are knit, but I'm not really seeing it right here. I won't go through the contents because it's too long, but you can see there are a lot of projects in this book. These, I think, are timeless. You can even get this beautiful speckled yarn today. I believe these are knit patterns. I'm not sure. Sometimes I can't identify it. Look how cute they are. The little hat and these sweaters. I would make any of these sweaters and these hats for children today. And here, now these for sure are knit. And again, really cute. I think with babies you can get away with more than adults, but I'm going to show you some that are for older children. And yeah, well, let's take a look. I'm not going to say anything else. This is interesting. It's got the ribbon, but look at that speckled yarn. These are things that definitely can work. Now we're looking a little more vintage, but again, for young children, why not? I designed, if you go back and look at my videos, I actually embellished a sweater with cross straps like this. So it's interesting that I did that because I didn't even realize there was something like this that was around in the 1960s. So I guess it could work today, and this could too, but you know, I think it looks a little more dated. But again, with babies, you can get away with a lot of different things. Okay. Here are some blankets, some knit. Obviously, this is crochet. This looks like it's crochet. This looks knit. And that looks knit. I hope I'm correct in saying that. But, of course, blankets are blankets, and blankets are timeless. Now, look how gorgeous these things are. Knit, knit, knit. This might be crocheted. I'm not sure. Maybe you can tell because part of it looks like it might be knit. I'm not sure. But anyways, all of these things, timeless. Knit, I'm sure of it. And this looks a little bit dated. But again, these are for children, and I think all of them could work today. Beautiful. Some more designs. Again, look at that. And I think, again, all of them can work for today. The booties look a little bit dated, but why not? Why not? They all work. Okay, here's something that's looking a little dated. You know, it just looks dated. I can't see really making this today, but it could just be the way they're wearing it. I mean, want to have a skirt. I don't think I've seen a skirt with suspenders. But again, going back to vintage wear, I think some young parents might say, that's cool. Let's make this. Let's do this. But yeah, this is looking dated to me. And some more dated stuff. This one looks pretty classic. And again, looking at something like this, dated, but it's cute with the pocket in the front. So definitely these are things that probably you can get away with it, and it just looks vintage and cool, because sometimes vintage just looks really interesting and something that would have some appeal even today, just because it is different. Like the double-breasted. I haven't seen double-breasted lately, but I may not have noticed it. And here's some classic looks. This kind of looks like leisure wear, and the sweater and the hat. Those can be timeless. Oh, okay, now that's very vintage. And this little guy doesn't look like he's so happy wearing it. I think a little boy in today's world, if you try to send him to school wearing this, I don't think he would have much different of a look on his face, because that is to me it looks very dated. So yeah, I don't know that I would do that. I might make it in a different color and make it for a little girl, but it just doesn't look like something that a child would want to wear today. With this looks a little more classic. It's just a cabled sweater with the matching mittens and the hat. The hat I'm not so sure about. I'm thinking little kids prefer wearing beanies or toques in Canada as they're called. So maybe that wouldn't work, but the sweater would work for sure. So I think most fashions in this magazine would still work. And I think that's it. So I find that really interesting. It's not easy to come by such vintage books. So when you do, it's fun to look at to see what is timeless and what is dated. So I'm going to show you 2 more books and we'll see what we think about whether they are timeless or dated. The first one is Simply Shawls. And this one is published by House of White Birches. Designs by Sue Childress and Francis Hughes. 6 easy to crochet designer shawls to wear for all occasions. So far, these are looking very timeless. Exquisite evening shawl. It looks like it might be done, well, I'm not sure if it's done in sparkly yarn, but I could see that pattern done with sparkles. This is really pretty, and I'm not really sure about the fringes, but fringes can be removed or not depending on preference. So inside it says, stay warm in style with shawls worked in an assortment of beautifully textured and colored yarns. Choose from an exquisite wrap to complement formal attire or casual comfort to ward off an evening chill. No matter what the occasion calls for, this collection of 6 easy to stitch designs will delight you. Let's take a look at the back, because that's the best way to see the pictures. I think that's beautiful, and I think these are all nice, except this to me looks dated. This one looks almost like you could put pockets in. It looks a little bit too wide and too long for a pocket shawl or a pocket scarf. But again, why not? These things can work today. And that's all 6 of them. And this one was published in 1998. And in my opinion, timeless. Shawls are, I would say, generally timeless. Next, and the final book that I'm going to show you today, Pineapple Bathrooms. Okay, this is published by House of White Birches. Let's check the date when it was published. This one was also published in 1998. These are designs by Agnes Russell. And it says, add the timeless elegance of pineapples to enhance your bathroom decor. Inside it says, make your guests feel welcome in your home when you decorate your bath in the elegance and warmth of the pineapple, the symbol of hospitality. That's news to me. I didn't know that. This gorgeous ensemble would look terrific in any color to match your bathroom decor. So beautify your bathroom using your crochet hook, some thread, and the exquisite art of crocheted pineapples. So this comes with a waste basket cover, but actually this was used to hold extra guest towels. And it looks like there's a tie back and toilet seat cover, tissue box cover, toilet paper cover, a toilet tissue holder, this doll, and a tank lid. Now I ask you, would you put this in your home? Oh, look, there's a valance here too. You see that? Would you put this in your bathroom? Here's a closer up look. Air freshener doll, shower curtain tie back, shower curtain valance, family tissue cover, waste basket cover, tank lid covers, extra tissue roll cover. So I just think that in today's day and age, we're all about cleanliness, and anything that would be a germ collector would be unacceptable. And all of these things, yes, you can throw them in the wash, but it just seems like a lot for around a toilet in a bathroom. Not my thing. I think this is dated. That's what I think, because I think that in today's day and age, especially with COVID, trying to keep things clean and all of this extra fabric around your toilet, not so much. You can tell me how you feel, but no, I would not be putting this in my bathroom. What are your thoughts on this book? Are you in agreement it's dated? How would you compare it to the Simply Shawls? What do you think of the book, these books here and this book here? Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know if you find this interesting to look at these vintage books. What do you like about them? What don't you like about them? I'm interested in hearing all of your opinions, all of your thoughts on these types of books. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.